Alright, back for another WWE Raw, Netflix, my thoughts, review, recap, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so, how y'all doing? Anyway, so we've been getting Raw at a good 2.5 hours, right? And I'm like, cool. It's been actually moving faster than I was like, than it sort of used to when it was about 3 hours, that 30 minutes. I was like, you don't even feel it. You don't even feel how long it is. So good on them. Let's go ahead and get to, I think, the biggest elephant in the room. Jay went ahead and decided to go ahead and pick Gunther. Now, did I think we are gonna get here eventually? Sure, but I felt like they could have milked this out at least another week or two. Cause I'm like, okay, so to me, I'm like, so that means that Gunther is not gonna have another match until WrestleMania in about a month and a half or whatever. Okay, so it's like, all right, cool. So we know we're not getting anything extra from that. And I was like, cause I was like, now at this point it makes sense, cause I was like, it's stamped in stone of like Gunther beating Jay's ass and Jay being like, all right, I gotta overcome. Now I figured we're gonna get here eventually, just because I was like, while Jay and Cody is the better story, Cody will have to lose. But do you also want Cody to lose? I mean, I was like, I think that necessarily, I think that he should, and I think that would make for a better story. But they're not gonna have him lose. Jay, on the other hand, also can't lose either. I was like, I think that would kill everything. I don't think this will be like a whole Cody thing again. He lose at WrestleMania. I think that's pretty much it, and he will be forever solidified in upper mid card. I get challenged for a championship when you just need a person for a pay-per-view type of match. I was like, he has to win it. He has to win it to at least get into that little area or whatever like that. Like, I know people talking about Damian Priest or whatever like that, but I'm saying you could throw Damian Priest in the World Championship match, and you probably give him at least 25% to win. It's a lot better than what it would have been. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was like, at least increase your odds. I was like, in that situation where Jay, I'm like, he wins this, and whenever he loses it, every time, I'm like, if he gets into there, we at least is probably going to give him like a 30-40% chance. Because I was like, I think that he's going to have to be somebody I think that has to get multiple for him to be like a solidified champion type of guy. I was like, I don't think he has the bona fide. He'll have the bona fide to be in that Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Cody era. I would like spot to where if they're in a match for a championship match, you don't know who's gonna win. You get what I'm saying? I thought they could have stringed this out. I was like, just the fact that I was like, he beat him up this week, and he's like, okay, Gunther, I'm gonna beat your ass, WrestleMania kind of thing. And I'm like, you could have had him get beat this week. And you could have had him like also have another conversation with Cody, and Cody just talking to him all about, like, oh man, you good from Gunther and all this other stuff, and then come back next week, and Gunther still just like being his ass. You can have Cody even like try to help him out in a type of way that's kind of like where he's like, I don't need your help, man, dang, and that way we could just be like, oh okay, Cody over here thinking another friend turning, while Jay's over here maybe possibly don't know what he want to do. He's not going to take the bait, but he's also like, Cody over here trying to help me out. He's my friend, but dang, I don't know. I felt like we could at least like got it the week before Elimination Chamber. Like, Elimination Chamber would be that Saturday, like that Monday. You could have been like, all right, he faces Gunther or whatever, and then everybody in the Elimination Chamber mind changes or whatever. But now we got several weeks before that, and it's like, okay, cool, it's Cody. So now we get to move to basically who is the best matchup to fight Cody. I'm not going to talk about that because it's the Raw thing, but obviously we'll be able to get to it. I'm like, as of right now, it's going to be either Punk or Drew. Those are the two people, and right now it seems like Punk to give him that second one that night. But yeah. So anyway, I was like, outside of getting that. We're also going to get Io versus Rhea the night the Monday after Elimination Chamber. So after Elimination Chamber, we're going to get that match. Which, first of all, is a weird ass sentence to say, to EO. Like, hey, EO, you get your championship match the night, I was like, the Monday after Elimination Chamber. It's like, so we're going to skip the whole Elimination Chamber. If EO's not getting in the chamber, put him on pay-per-view. Why? Like, EO's going to lose. Put her at least on Elimination Chamber. Why? There's only going to probably be 2 matches on that Elimination Chamber. I was like, if the Rumble had 4, this was probably going to have 4. I don't see why you don't just put them on the Elimination Chamber. Who else you going to put? You're not putting Gunther on there. You're not putting Lyra on there. You're not putting Chelsea on there. Cody's going to have another match there. Okay, then what's the other match? I'm like, a tag team match? Like, I'm like, what? Like, so I'm like, that baffles my mind. I'm like, why would that be the match there? I was like, is it going to be Tiffany and not? No, I think they haven't won this Friday. So I was like, that makes no sense to me, and I think that's a miss. I think that's a blunder. I was like, I get that you want to have your Raw also feel like something, but I'm just like, Rhea and Io is a PLE match, and if she's not gonna be in the chamber, why not have her on the? I don't know. I feel like that's kind of. I was like, even though we know who's gonna win, I feel like that was also. I was like, also a miss on here, other than the Jay Gunther thing. Cause now, if it's Jay Gunther, I was like, I get it. Now they're just gonna do brawls every week for like the next 4 or 5 weeks, or whatever. I was like, where they're just sort of I was like, I think it's a little bit more meaningless now than I was like, I know I went back, but I think it's more meaningless now of him just getting beat up. Cause I was like, I mean, this it's still the same. I'm going to make your day, every day until then, a life, living hell. Cool. But I think it's even better if it seemed like Jay wasn't picking Gunther, where it almost seemed like, I was like, is he afraid? Is it anyway? Anyway, whatever. I'm like, we got AJ Styles back. I'm really surprised they ain't trying to like throw him into the chamber, but it looks like we're going to probably get something with him and Braun Breaker, and that's going to be fun. I will also say the last time that AJ Styles got a spear by somebody, I was like, he messed up his shoulder. So, and that I was like, and that one other guy was damn near like 50. So we're going to see how it goes when he does this. We had the War Raiders take on America Made that ended in a DQ, and okay, I don't get this unless this is going to be the tag match in Elimination Chamber. I was like, personally, take them off War Raiders and put them on America Made. At least America Made's on TV. I was like, their crew is at least something talkative, whatever. I was like, put them on them. You're not really doing anything with the War Raiders. You're not saying anything with the War Raiders. I was like, put them on America Made. Go ahead. Load them up. You can have a whole character with that. We had a good match of Damage Control versus Liv and Raquel. I was like, Liv got busted open. I was like, I always like seeing that, a little bit of blood feature, just like the new 2K game, I guess. I was like, it was a really good match in a way where I'm like, okay, Liv and Raquel's gonna get them tag match. I mean, gonna probably get them titles, I believe, at some point. I was like, they're trying to. I was like, they're syncing them up to be able to be a duo in that type of way. Even though they lose, they're losing the Damage Control. Everybody loves Io and Dakota. So I was like, it's fine. I was like, it's fine in that sense. We had Bayley versus Lyra. Roxanne was out there, but we don't ever get any interaction really with her and Bayley. But yeah, Bayley and Lyra there was another match that was really good. Both of the women's matches were dope. I was like, the dudes matches, I was like, no, they was okay. Anyway, Lyra and Bayley fought, and I was like, when I already seen the matchup, I didn't know how to feel, because I'm like, okay, so Lyra is going against Bayley, and in my head going, I was like, okay, Lyra got to get that, right? In the Continental Championship, this is pretty much her first match since she got the championship. Yeah, right? No, Bayley wins. And I guess it also throws me off because she's also facing Roxanne and Julia in the triple threat match, where she's not going to win that title, but she's also in that match. I'm just like, I guess I'm just kind of like, yo, you could have gave this one to Lyra. I was like, because Bayley now beats the Intercontinental Champion to where I guess she could call a shot technically or whatever. But now your Intercontinental Champion lost her first match, like, and just like, okay, and I'm just like, why couldn't you just throw her in the chamber? Like, and I was like, I was like, good mix of young people in there. With, I was like, you got Bliss, Liv, and you got Bianca. But I was like, I was like, put some newer people in there as well too, because I'm like, all right, whatever. And then we see Lyra going backstage with Ivy Niles in a way that I'm kind of like, if they get that tag team goal, I was like, dude, you sort of got to put that title on Ivy, right? I was like, after a good amount of time. Yeah, but she's right. She basically saying that she basically went up to Lyra like, look at you, you already lost. Like how you gonna lose? I think that was another bad play by I was like by Trips or whoever. I was like Bayley's fine. Bayley got her thing. Bayley's gonna be in something. She don't need to be in the elimination chamber. Put Lyra in there. I was like mix it up. You got a good range of women right now that you can mix it up. You don't have to flood it with the same people that we sort of already know in this thing. I was like Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, they had a little talkity talk or whatever, which I was like, I feel like Seth Rollins, when Finn Balor was talking all that junk to him, why you just didn't say basically, I beat you every time, and I got I don't, except for maybe the Intercontinental match at WrestleMania. I want to say, I was like, they had a couple of Intercontinental Championship matches back then, so I was like, outside of maybe that, I'm thinking of, I was like, I'm pretty sure Seth is beating Finn all the time. The one at WrestleMania was a triple threat, so that's why I was thinking. I was like, did Finn get that one? Either way, I was like, Seth beat his ass all the time. I don't even know what is a conversation. And now we're talking about a new Judgment Day member, which I'm intrigued. I'm just like, is this temporary? Like, cause JD out, almost like how New Day when Big E was out and they got Kevin Owens. I wonder who that should be. I was like, there's nobody off the top of my head either. That could join in there. That's sort of on the ranks of like lower level type of player as of right now. I was like, especially with the releases or whatever. I don't know. I was like, who? I'm like, y'all put in something. We got CM Punk basically going on a rant for Logan Paul to come out, and Logan Paul, the tricky situation, not just because like people don't like him in real life, but also like he get massive boots, he get bigger heat than Dom, to where you could tell like, okay, this is more than just heat. This is a little bit of the don't like. But then sometimes during his matches, you can also hear sometimes there's nothing there anymore for some of the stuff he do like he used to, kind of thing. But he's going to be in the chamber once again, and okay, that's cool. I was like, I don't, but I was like, I mean, he'll have a good showing. He's a good wrestler. I was like, you can't deny that. But I will say his finisher, I was like, that's a pretty dope finisher. We got him on the back and he flips him over into like a DDT body slam type of thing. I was like, no, that's not. It wouldn't be a body slam. But yeah, no. I was like, I think that's a dope one. And at the end, when Ray's in the ring, New Day comes out and just start whooping his ass, and then we go off. And I'm like, okay, cool. I would like need some more new heat, New Day and stuff. I feel like we're not doing enough with them, to be honest. Yeah, so I was like, to be honest, I mean, Logan Paul should have beat Ray. I was like, although I would have thought it would have been cool to have Ray in an elimination chamber. I was like, had he even been in an elimination chamber? I don't remember him being in one. And I was like, that'd be cool to have Ray in an elimination chamber to see what he does, what spots he could still do at his age and stuff. I wouldn't mind if AJ Styles was also in there, to the point of like, him being healthy and stuff. But yeah, no, I think there was some misses with Lyra losing, with Jay announcing so early, with Rhea not being on the pay-per-view, and EO being on the pay-per-view. I was like, the DQ with American Made, I was like, they're pretty sure they'll play that into something, so that might not be so bad. But nah, there was a couple misses tonight. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Your thoughts on all of it. Whether those the right picks or not, we'll see. But until then, peace. I'm out.